beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. He threw the hooks, didn't land. He lands a big right hand. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
God, I've got to give it to the promoter. To pick this place, every ticket is golden. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're lucky to be sat here.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Perfect punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McKinson. Well, we know they've got the advantage. There's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Good one. Nice shot with the left. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They're both trying for a knockout. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Caution being thrown to the wind. What a punch. Not a lot of defense here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Left counter scores. Talk about McKinson. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. That left counter was perfectly timed. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
That punch lands. These punches coming from every angle. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, hold cool.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. They both want the knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about McKinson. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. They score again with the left hand. And a counter left. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about McKinson. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance with...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. The way the connect percentages have to be off the charts. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Missed with that jab. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
On her right. Left punch. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This round. Talk about McKinson. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry? There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Rest for the weary. Nice counter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. Nice counter shot with the right hand. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McKinson. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift. What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
is sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Great counter right hand there. Let's talk about McKenzie. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. He just misses with that jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That left lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change?
Amir Khan backing up, and they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot put the fighter down.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Amir Khan is rocked! Let's talk about McKenzie. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell to start round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to bluff him. He's got to bluff him.
He misses with that jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. No stamina, no injury, and they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, my goodness.
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. trouble. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy.